friend just came by to show me a baby skink. It's a blue-tailed skink. I didn't know skink was an actual animal. I used to call skunks skinks just for fun, but apparently there's actual skinks. Wow.
Look at that blue. It's amazing.
Yeah. That's so cool. They look so different when they're little. I've always liked to make up nicknames, and maybe that's why I like to make up other words and things. I don't know. And I was also thinking about I don't know. And I once learned from Carol Maureen Friesen that it's not good to say the word no because your nervous system hears no. So even if we say I know, she said to say I understand. But a lot of times I say I don't know, and I actually like saying I don't know because I find that it says no to what I just thought of or perceived or said. And in that way it sort of shuts that whole thing down and makes new room for a new perception. So maybe I do like saying I don't know, because I was about to change it to maybe. I could experiment with saying maybe, because I know that Robert Anton Wilson would say we need to use maybe logic. And if I said maybe instead of I don't know, maybe that would change something. Maybe it would open up more possibilities. I don't know, maybe. But I always have liked saying I don't know for quite a few years, because I'm actually wondering right now if it's good to shut that down and just say I don't know. Cancel what I just said and let's start completely new. Something completely new can come into awareness the next moment. Saying maybe might actually entertain that longer than it needs to be entertained. And I really don't know, and I keep saying I don't know, so maybe that's not something that I want to change. I don't know. And I just keep talking in circles of I don't know and maybe. So maybe I can say I don't know sometimes and maybe other times, and just start integrating in more maybes. I do have an awareness of using the word but very sparingly. And I've noticed I've started to say and a lot more, to the point where if I'm hesitating, I'll say and a few times. It's waiting for whatever is to be said and building on it. And when I took 1 or 2 improv classes, they talk about yes and. There could be maybe and, or I don't know and. Maybe the and is important and not the I don't know, or the maybe, or the yes. The and is more saying I'm going to say something else, or something else is going to go live through me. So the and is more of the intention than the I don't know. But the I don't know could shut down the previous and have the next perception arise afresh, not as an association, but as an arising, as something new that speaks through us. I really don't know. Maybe, yes, and I meant to talk about how today is officially 3 weeks off medications, and today is 1 month until I leave California. And if I take the train, I will be home in a month tomorrow. But this will be the day that I leave. It's a Monday in 4 weeks. And I am planning to take the train, even though I'm tempted to fly, because then I'll just get on a plane and I'll be home. But I sort of want to just slowly ease back into going home and have that time to just sit and relax and contemplate, integrating back into my home environment. And it's probably a lower level of consciousness than here. So there could be this step down in consciousness because part of consciousness is actually environmental. So being in a beautiful place for months will affect one's consciousness, or affect the consciousness that is able to filter through the body. So there could be this lowering of consciousness, but that's not necessarily true, because I have my friends and my family and all of that love. So there'll be less love of nature, but more love of people to a certain extent. But it's also people who have past images about me, which could affect me. So I need to be strong in my feeling of being able to move in a strong way without questioning or doubting the decision I've made to come off medication, and maybe not tell people for a while until I'm integrated. And just like I was strong in saying to that person, get out and don't ever come back again. I don't need this. I don't need you. I don't want anything from you. By not wanting things from people, people just share and give and care. And I just want to share and give and care. I don't want to be attached to one person in particular. Especially not a man. So I had a dream last night where I went to pluck a nose hair, and when I pulled it out, it was one of my hairs that was like threaded through my mouth and coming out my nose. And I don't have that many dreams that I remember, but I just remember being like, ooh, I need a haircut. So I don't know if that's a special message or not, but I am going to get my haircut. It's really long. It's like... So I'll probably do that in the next 2 weeks. And also, when I've been here, there's no really good washer and dryer, so it's really torn up my clothes. I shop for everything at thrift stores, and now things that I've had for a number of years, using high efficiency washers and dryers that don't have that thing in the middle. My clothes have stayed in really good shape, but here they have just gotten their butt kicked. So I actually want to donate the clothes. Some of them have a small hole, but somebody was saying just donate them anyway, because I was just going to throw them out. So I will. But I'll probably go to thrift stores and get some new summer clothes. So I have some California clothes when I go back home, and just doing a few things that I can do here, so when I get back I won't be like, I don't have any clothes, or I don't have any this, or I need to get my hair cut, because I'll have to do my taxes, I'll have to move some of my stuff, because I'm not going to go back to that busy, crazy basement suite I was living in. I'm going to live with some family for a while. So, ooh, I just burped up some krill oil. Anyway, I'm going to live with some family for a while and focus on just spending time with family and friends and the people that I really care about, and see what happens, and not really put any plans into it. Though I've had certain ideas about things, but maybe by staying in the energy of that consciousness, other people will invite that out in conversation and respond to it, instead of me going back with an agenda, step 1, step 2, step 3. Because I've talked about a lot of the agenda plan type stuff to myself on videos, but I can't hold it in mind long enough to really remember. So this could be a practice or something in just allowing people to bring it out in dialogue, just like I've been bringing things out in dialogue with myself. If there are things that relate to that interaction with that person, then they'll arise and they'll be said. So yeah, and I've also had a sense with this consciousness, in the next year things could really turn around and be good. I actually want to get a Tesla. So I'm going to see if I can pre-order one. I don't have the money right now, but maybe circumstances will change. And a lot of times in map consciousness, we feel so abundant that we spend all our money. But if there's abundance in consciousness, maybe things might happen to allow certain things to be possible instead of thinking they're already possible. So from this consciousness, I can say it might be possible because I'm in that possibility consciousness, but not understanding how it might unfold exactly. So I'm hoping maybe by February of next year, I'll have a Tesla. And I was thinking about it even in terms of how it has self-driving. So if I ever am in a place again where I need to be over-medicated, I can still get around and I don't have to go on scary transit. So I really saw that that would be good. And yesterday when I left my phone somewhere else and then I couldn't contact people right away, I was like, wow, this is kind of scary. So I feel like I would want an Apple Watch that has calling capabilities, because using my phone so much for making these videos, I'm able to use it less for communication. So the phone would be for videos, the new iPhone 8, and then the Apple Watch would be for communication, especially if the new one has that capability. Plus watching out for my heart rate. So really integrating myself more with technology, because it's a way to communicate and it's a way to create. So to communicate and to create, but not to be entertained. All these things that technology is actually using our brains. Our brains are being used up by technology in these ways, but in creative ways, it's actually a great tool. And also, I feel like when I get home or before I get home, I need to research where can I go to just be immersed in nature and actually have a plan for that before, and not go home and start feeling, oh my gosh, I'm in the noise, it's not as beautiful here or much nature. There's nature everywhere where I live. It's just a matter of creating a plan to explore places where I feel comfortable and it feels beautiful and things like that. And I forgot to mention yesterday about this taking of krill oil thing, that I read that sheet one time about different stages of so-called psychosis and things that can help. And it's actually a medical form, and I might have talked about it before. But they talk about omega-3s, fish oil. So when I was feeling kind of, what didn't feel like a psychosis, but just feel kind of quantum and non-linear, that's when the brain really needs to sort out memories and sort what is past, what is present from the past, what is being integrated, and what am I feeling from the past that I'm resolving by being able to respond in new ways and really seeing that as it's unfolding. And so the omega-3s could help with that. So that's why I got them. And I also felt like I used to really treat my body well by the best almonds in the world and walnuts, soaked, sprouted, re-dried from realrawfood.com, and goji berries, and so many amazing things, such high quality. And I feel that that also helps to keep consciousness at a certain level, because one is putting very conscious foods into the body. So being with my family and friends, treating my body better, unfolding things that might be created in my community through just natural caring interactions and so many different things. So yeah, maybe one video a day now max. I didn't even get to any of the notes I made, so I was gonna just read them, but maybe I'll type them up to really just talk about them later and talk more fluidly about what's happening now for this last month, and then go into extrapolations later if necessary. And keep singing. I want to sing a little bit of ABBA, I Have a Dream. this song I really connected with in my first experience of map consciousness, along with Celine Dion's Immortality, Michael Jackson's What About Us, and Heal the World and Earth Song. And when I was in that state, I could really only listen to these songs of high integrity. And on a usual basis, I like these sort of poppy Latin house music tunes. I don't know why, they just sound very beautiful to me. But here we go. I have a dream, a fantasy to help me through reality, and my destination makes it worth the while, pushing through the darkness, still another mile. I believe in angels, something good in everything I see. I believe in angels, when I know the time is right for me, I'll cross the stream. I have a dream. I have a dream, a song to sing, to help me cope with anything. If you see the wonder or the fairy tale, you can take the future, even if you fail. I believe in angels, something good in everything I see. I believe in angels, when I know the time is right for me, I'll cross the stream. I have a dream, I'll cross the stream. I have a dream. I have a dream, a song to sing, to help me cope with anything. And the wonder, or the fairy tale, you can take the future, even if you fail. I believe in angels, something good in everything I see. I believe in angels, when I know the time is right for me, I'll cross the stream. I have a dream. I have a dream, a fantasy to help me through reality, and my destination makes it worth the while, pushing through the darkness, still another mile. I believe in angels, something good in everything I see. I believe in angels, when I know the time is right for me. I'll cross the stream. I have a dream. I'll cross the stream. I have a dream. I remember wanting to write a speech called I Have a Delusion. Because we who go into map consciousness, we have dreams. But then they're warped into delusions. Because we've lost contact with ourselves and our ability to create. So we go on being creatures of the nation, instead of living out our dreams and our creation. Can we reconnect with our dreams? And we can only do that if we work together, because no dream can be created in isolation. Can we uphold the highest in each other? Can we uphold each other's dreams instead of co-creating this world of such nightmares? I think this next year is about living out the dream. This last year was about perception. We must talk ourselves back into our dreams, because so much out there has been designed to talk us out of it, to talk us out of our dreams as children, to get some meaningless job that makes some money. To talk us out of our dreams and visions that we receive from the universe when we go into altered states of consciousness. They say we're crazy, but maybe these crazy dreams and visions can contribute to changing the world. It's up to us.